What's up, guys? So in this part of the series I'm going to go over trap modification. I'm going to cover laminating jaws, base plating, center swiveling, things like that. These things are not necessary whatsoever, but they do make your traps extremely nice. So let's get started. First off, I'd like to go over what a lamination actually is and what it does. So this is a factory trap with factory jaws. These jaws are approximately 1/8 of an inch thick. That's not a lot of bearing surface on the animal's leg. This is a lamination. This is one that I've bent out of a 20-penny nail. As you can see, this is about the same thickness as the jaw. So what we're going to do is we're going to add this to the jaw. Now this can go on the outside or the inside, but you're going to add it there and weld it on, effectively doubling the bearing surface of the jaw. Alright? Now let's take a look at base plating. So if you'll take a look at this frame, this is the frame, okay? This piece of steel is about 1/8 of an inch thick. The pressure of these springs will actually bend this frame. So these traps are swiveled from the side here. This is a base plate. This is one that I've bent, again, out of a 20-penny nail. What you do, weld this on to the bottom of the trap. That will reinforce your frame to help prevent the frame from bending under the pressure of the springs and allow you to move the chain from the side to the center. Alright? So here we've got a base plate and a pair of jaw laminations that I've bent out of 20-penny nails. Now you can order these laminations and the base plates from F&T or Minnesota Trap Line. I actually made a bender, which I'm going to show you guys now, that you can bend these things yourself. You can also order this bender from F&T or Minnesota Trap Line. Alright? So this is a bender. You can pick it up at anywhere. They're not very expensive. And you can make all sorts of things from this. This is a 20-penny nail. You can pick these up just about anywhere. And the way they work, drop it in, make a bend, cut that off here, you've got a J-hook. Cut this off here and here, you got yourself an S-hook. Okay? You can make just about anything and everything that you use on your traps with one of these benders. It's a very good investment, very worth the money. Alright? One thing to keep in mind when you're welding these things, you want your lamination to be flush with the inside of this jaw. What you're trying to achieve here is to increase the surface area of the jaw on the animal's leg. This will make the trap a lot easier on the animal and greatly improve your traps. I'm going to get these welded and I'll let you check them out. Always wear the appropriate protective gear whenever you're welding, guys. I know it sounds silly, but you lose your eyes, you're pretty much done. Okay, take care of them. And here you go, guys. So we've got the laminations welded on. Alright. They're nice and even. There's our base plate, also welded on. And while I had the welder out, I went ahead and welded the frame here and there. Okay? Now I'm going to go ahead and take this side swivel off here, and we're going to put it on the center here. Once we get that done, I'll let you check it out. And there you go, guys. Trap's center swiveled now. And the benefit to this is when you catch an animal and they're fighting this trap and pulling, they're pulling in a straight line this way. The trap has much less tendency to slide along their leg and cut into their skin when they're pulling straight. Now if they're fighting the trap this way, the trap can actually slide and cut into their skin a little bit. One other thing to note, guys, when you're welding these traps, be sure not to overheat these springs. Your best bet is probably going to be to take the springs off of the trap when you weld this base plate up. Alright, so I've got one other thing that I do to these traps. I'll show you that right now. So what they use is this brass screw and nut. I really hate these things. They're super soft. You're pretty much going to strip them out right off the bat. The second thing, see how much slop's in this pan? This is because the hole through the pan is actually much larger than the diameter of the screw. I'll show you how to fix that. So this is a 1032. You can use a 1024, whatever you can find. A size 10 screw, and it's stainless steel. Now you're going to have to take a drill and actually run a drill through both the frame and the pan. Find a drill that's very close to the same size as your screw. See how little movement you have in your pan there? That'll make your trap much easier to set, and it will fire much more consistently. Plus that stainless screw will not rust, it will not corrode. So you get the same benefit as the brass, it's just much harder. And that's pretty much it, guys. These things are ready to boil and dip. Put them in the ground. And that's pretty much it for trap modification, guys. Once you get these traps modified the way you want them, get them tuned up, get your pan tension set, you can do as much or as little as you want. Once you get all that done, we're going to go ahead and get those traps boiled, dyed, dipped, waxed, whatever you're going to do there, and get them ready to go in the ground. That's pretty much it for trap modification. I appreciate you guys for watching.